Socotra will be game number 1 for these two players. And then as far as civs go, so you do have to think about, well, this is the most water that you do actually get in this tournament. I guess a spiral as well, but Row Rage and Four Lakes. So if there's ever the need for some hybrid civs, it's now. We see Ghost Rider actually ban Chinese, Byzantines, and Japanese. So Chinese very common on Row Rage because of the deep fish. Also seeing Byzantines and Japanese get banned. And then early on, so Zero has taken Persians, Vietnamese, Romans, but Persians get sniped. Ghost Rider gets Dravidians, Malians, and Wu, but the Malians get sniped, which I'm surprised by. Also going to think about the closed map in Arena. That might be where Khmer and Bohemians come into things, maybe Lithuanians as well. And then Socotra got to be very aggressive. Maybe a Maya, the Hindustanis, Ethiopians. We've seen those ones on that map already this tournament. Look out, infantry. So maybe Romans, because you start with that barracks, makes the man-at-arms easier. Same goes with Wu. To be honest, even Khmer as well. Don't mind it there. So there's a lot to play out there. For now, though, it's game number 1. And I can tell you, it will be Maya and Khmer on game number 1. Welcome along. It's the Feudal Grand Final here. Zero against Ghost Rider. And we're starting on Socotra. Maya, Khmer. So there should be some shenanigans early, I imagine. Both players will want to make sure that they find their elephant. That's the first job. And Zero's going to try and walk straight forward. He's actually not found the elephant. It's just out of vision here. One tile out of vision, but he's walking forward with the Vil. And wants to try and get some value, perhaps. Remember, the Eagle will beat... The Eagle will beat a Scout in the Dark Age. Although if it runs under the town centre... Actually, interestingly enough, you don't see... Wouldn't have seen the Eagle in view there. Oh, Vil's been spotted by a lion. That is extremely unfortunate. Could have sworn that there's been a bunch of Socotra games lately and there has not been any lions spawn on the map. So that's really weird. Okay. So where's this Vil going to go? Knows where the TC is now. Oh, no, he's going to walk under the TC. Oh, don't walk under the TC. Please don't walk under the TC. Okay, he's going to walk out of vision. Maybe ever so slightly snuck into it. Ghost Rider wants to push Deer. The two scouts have a look at each other. And Ghost Rider has to hang out and just go with, nope, can't push this guy in. And I feel like the lame's going to actually get in here, which is quite good. There's a sheep scouting around that side. Otherwise, it's quite handy out here. And yeah, now Ghost Rider's in a position where he is going to have to bring some Vils out. He does not have Loom yet, which has to be considered here. He's going to bring 4 Vils out. And yeah, Zero's just going to take these. He's just going to kill them all. He's going to kill them all, which I don't mind. I think that's some good value with this Vil walking forward. He's going to get Loom now as Ghost Rider just to make sure he can fight the Eagle back. Alright, there's going to be 3 on wood. And he's going to leave 5 under the TC, which I think is important, or else you will not be able to produce villages very well. So, he's going to have no issues producing the Vils, and then he can use the extra food income here. He may have to go to berries a little bit earlier as well, but otherwise, this Vil's done his job. I wouldn't mind maybe the odd walls around the gold, even just a house or something here, just to keep an eye on these 2 golds, and then you can pressure these ones so you know where the escape route is. Or, even bigger, the pressure on the berries. Walling in the berries, I think, is even bigger than walling in the golds. Because there's 4 gold patches around, I reckon that if you wall in the berries, and that's where you be a nuisance, you actually take away... Well, Scout's going to find this Vil? Not quite. If you wall in the berries and you've lamed the lamed the zebra, you can actually prevent the food coming in so quickly, and maybe you force some farms. So Ghost Rider should be now moving over to berries here. He's going to be a little bit short on food. These villagers are going to have nowhere to go pretty soon. Maybe he's actually going to bring 4 of them out here to try and take these zebras, because they are rotting, or 3. May just have to send 3 out this way as well, or even 6, because there's a lot walking around. A lot of walking around here. He doesn't even have... He dropped a farm, so he doesn't actually have the wood to drop off these berries anywhere. He's going to have to long distance. This is awkward. Meanwhile, back here, it's actually quite smooth. Zero's able to bring in the zebra. He's able to push them in. He's got a lot on food. He's got 4 on wood as well. So Kotra can be a little bit frustrating because of this, and you can see, yeah, this is some long distance stuff. I don't like the farms. I would have loved it to be a mill instead. New vills are going to go to wood. So these vills are going to long distance for the time being. But Ghost Rider should be up soon at the end of this vill, once there's a drop off here perhaps. Vill on the scout. He should be good to click up any second now. There you go. He's up. And he'll be up first. Zero's had a bit of idle TC time as well. I don't mind Dark Age farms in isolation. I think that's an okay way to play this map. I think that's fine. Especially with the Khmer. Khmer gets such good farms. You do want to be farming eventually. I just think that, yeah, the mill would have been a better priority. But he will be up. Both players will be up. And we're going to see Man-at-Arms from Zero here. Which I don't mind. So you can get some aggression on the Khmer player. Of course, the Khmer can hide in houses, and we're seeing the small walls come up now. May need to prioritize the berries as well, and maybe some small walls around the wood line. Can't quite sneak around. Imagine the archers just maybe being able to sneak around this side. Drop a tower here, never getting rid of it. But yes, it will be militia, and that's been spotted. Still pushing in the zebra, which I quite like. And here we go. Where do you pressure? Where's the pressure's got to go to the wood line? Yeah, I like this. I think that's the plan for now. Pressure to the wood line. It's going to be a range from the Khmer, who obviously can skip the barracks if they need to. No, pressure's actually going to come in, sorry. Will the walls get up in time? We're so close. Last wall. Yep, wall's in. Man-at-Arms will come in. Time for some upgrades as well. Ghost Rider will be okay. He can just drop another wall piece behind, or he can just repair. And the range. Archers can be prepped. There's a range coming up on this side for the Maya. See the difference with the inefficiencies and also the extra bill. Res collected for the Maya are greater. Otherwise, it's very quiet. Lots of waiting. It's going to be one archer and then skirms behind. Scout goes down to 1 HP. That guy needs to run and stay at home now. Very quiet. We're seeing skirms from both. It's what you expect on this map. You do expect to see this transition into a skirm war. And if you do go very late... Oh, that's a bit of a throw here. Oh, no. Ghost Rider's lost that archer for free, which is obviously handy against the Man-at-Arms. If you do go really late, the Maya do get the Holshay Javelinas. Javelineers. Skirmish just fire an additional projectile, which is obviously nice. But I can't see us getting that far. I feel like once this army can break through, this could be a quick call. Seeing up a bit now for the Khmer, which is nice. The farms are out. Farms are starting to get rolling, but I think this palisade will get broken. There may need to be a quick gate or quick lot of quick walls behind this, which there will be. That berry bush has got 23 left, so no breaking through just yet. Back at the base of Zero, we've got 7 farms out, which is quite nice. Some walls out around the side, and we're seeing the blacksmith now as well, which is handy. Look at the walls are going to be pretty much complete. I'm not convinced that is walled there, though. I think there is a gap. For now, Ghost Rider is keeping the Maya army out. Both players keeping their TCs running in Feudal Age as well, which is good. No issues there. Fletching upgrade will be handy. Ghost Rider's got 20 on wood. 20 on wood? Oh, that's long distance, though. That's very awkward. Needs to get another lumber camp down. And these men-at-arms are just going to have a go trying to take down this range. And to be honest, Ghost Rider can't do much about this. He's got some walls down. They're not full walls, by the way. There is an option for Zero just to walk around if he really wants to. Yeah, that lumber camp's come down now. And it's going to be an attempted stable switch for Ghost Rider, which I don't mind. But I'm not convinced it's going to work. This feels strong for Zero. He's going to be able to break through, break the range, force another building. And if that building is stable, how well can the scouts go? Feels like you're going to need, well, a lot of scouts to break this. The Man-at-Arms trade well against scouts. The Eagles with the upgrade on armor may also do okay. So I feel like you're going to have to wait till you find 7, 8 scouts here before you can really try to push this. I mean, with the skirms will help as well, but I'm assuming the skirms aren't going to get the value he wants because the skirms are just outnumbered. He's trying to repair and add more skirms whilst he can. Vils will drop during this moment. That is an eco kill there. Actually, I just noticed Zero actually lost the Vil to a boar in that early game, which we missed. Or maybe it was to the lion. It's going to be an attempted breakthrough from the Eagles around the side here. This could be devastating here. Look at the Khmer farms. He's actually able to pump out the scouts quite nicely, but he's got no choice. He has to. What's Ghost Rider got for us here? There's pressure, there's outpost forward, there's Eagles about to break through. Can he get... Oh, actually, he might have some value here with the scouts. The skirms are left completely unprotected. Scouts could do alright here, and now can the skirms defend against the Man-at-Arms and the Eagles? They're only going to tickle them, but there's enough here. It could go okay. Just has to get in close enough to be able to fight them. And this is a good find for Ghost Rider, but Zero's on the way to the Castle Age. Zero's on the way up, and it feels like once he's in the Castle Age, he will be able to clear everything. And he's running under the town centre now with skirms. That's not spotted, and the skirms are just going to be able to do such a good job. Oh, he's now been found, but he's going to sneak around the back and just be a nuisance with 3 skirms. There will be a cleanup here. Ghost Rider will hang on, but he is nowhere near Castle Age. He does have 20... He's got 31 farms. Actually, with Khmer farmers, this should fly. This will fly. Oh my god, look how quickly the food comes in. You could unqueue those 2 Vils and click up. You really should unqueue those Vils and click up here. He's going to be way slower. And the panic. No! The GG is called. And Zero gets on the board first. Good pressure. Really pressured the front. Probably had the better sieve, but also just a nice, cleaner opening. Dark Age was better going forward, just being a nuisance with the Zebra. for some chaos, and maybe Ghost Rider and Dark Age didn't quite adapt to it the way he would have liked. And that saw that early res collected being in the favor of the Maya. And then from there, well, skirms on the front, pressured the production building, and when you're playing the game at your opponent's base, that is a good way to get some victories. So, well done there. Zero on the board first. Just quickly look through the stats here, and you'll be able to see pretty much that same idea. He had the army produced. He had the worker lead. No, sorry, he didn't have the worker lead, but he was up in res collected just from a efficiency perspective. Pretty much the whole game. Nothing that fancy with the techs and the uptimes. You can see the vills pretty much the same, and then you can see the speeds there. 1-0 though. 0 on the board first. Here we are on Arena now. Zero's home map. So Ghost Rider has decided it will be Arena first. And Bohemians are very good civ. Up against the Ethiopians though. Ethiopians do get torsion engines, which is quite handy for those bombard cannons if required. But then Bohemians late game, well, you can just play into Hufnitsa. And you throw... I was going to say you throw Halbs in front, but you're not really expecting Cav from the Ethiopians. You're expecting Arbalester. Which means maybe the skirms may be better in that regard. They are fully upgraded skirms. Spearman line does deal bonus damage, but yeah, we're not expecting to see Cav from the Ethiopians. Will be interesting to see how they play this out. We are Arena, so we are expecting a bit of time before we get into the action. We'll go ×2 speed for now. They're just going to push their deer. Wonder if either player considers a forward castle to maybe try and speed this one up. But otherwise, that's what we expect. And then through the middle here, what have we got? Actually, the stone and the gold outside of Ghost Rider's base are both in the same area. So this would be a very annoying castle if Zero was to place one here. Actually, no, it's the same for both players. I don't know if that's a new change, if that's a change to the arena script. I was always used to there being a gold outside one of the gates and then a stone outside the other gate. But yeah, for both players on this map, the stone and gold are outside the same gate. I also don't play that much arena to know if that's a change or it's just a weird, unlikely map situation that we've found ourselves in here. I imagine we see fast castles from both. Neither of these civs feel like Tower Rush civs. And with 5 on wood for the Bohemians, that clearly makes that expected. And then for the Ethiopians, yeah, there's going to be 5 on wood here soon as well. So a early second lumber camp is interesting. Don't normally see that, but okay. Maybe Ghost Rider's going to be happy to go up a touch later. Putting the second lumber camp in. Zero will be up first. He's going to the stone. Does that mean he is going to push with a forward castle here? The Ethiopian monastery, no redemption, no block printing. So the monks are missing 2 of the 3 big techs. They do get sanctity. Now Bohemians are going to look to play into their monks, I imagine, because not just do they have a full monastery, fervor and sanctity help the villagers out. So you do want to get that regardless. And also, I'm just having a look here. forward gold, forward stone. Check this out for Zero. 2 back golds and a back stone. This is a beautiful map for the Bohemians here. No idle time to speak of, really, for both players. They're both going to get up the way they want to. It's just a matter of how they then play this. It's Market Blacksmith out the back. It's Market Blacksmith here as well. The Scouts will fight. And the victory will go to Zero. He's getting all the little 50-50s at the moment. He's going to go out, drop the outpost, get some vision, and I feel like he's going to consider going forward. He's going to go that early monastery, as you would expect. So he probably wants to go for the relics. And being the first one up is nice. He's got the 650 stone now. He's just going to drop a castle up home. Not going to rush through that. Castle will be at home. Vil doesn't have loom. Hangs on just. And holy, 4 TCs from the Ethiopians. Okay. Ghost Rider is not mucking around. 4 TCs in the base. Does not have the farmers for this just yet. Needs to start pumping out the farms. The idle time is going to go through the roof early doors. But if he is able to get these farms out, he is going to fly away with the builds. We'll still stick to ×2 speed until someone chooses to enter the middle of the arena. Or conversion? Conversion? Not quite. So Ghost Rider's still going to steal a relic as well. Because no one's taken the middle with any cav. So he's going to sneak out with 1 relic. The Bohemians should get 3. It's who gets this one. But look at the Vils now. Ghost Rider's up to 30. He's got the farms out so quickly. So he is fine. He's now able to produce out of those 4 TCs. He's got no issues there. And there's no pressure from our Bohemian just yet. He's just going to grab the relics. But he's now down. Look at this. 25 Vils behind. He's on 2 town centers. He's dropped that castle and he hasn't done anything with it. Well, here's the fight. Who's going to win this battle? Ghost Rider doesn't see the relic, which is a little bit annoying. Which means that Zero will have 4 relics. This is quite a game, Ghost Rider. Lovely. That'll be good. So, Zero is going to get 4 relics, which is nice, but he's going to be so far behind him. He's going up to Imp. He's going to go up to Imp. Okay, this is going to be some early pressure required. Once we see Imp, once I see what's actually being planned here from the Bohemians, it's going to be a forward castle with Imp. Oh boy. Alright. Oh boy. 5 TCs working away. Ghost Rider's going to have so many bills. But can he hold this? Castle now on the face. It's going to be found. And let's go 1 speed from here. Because we have got a game on our hands. Zero is here. He is going to have a 2.5 minute advantage in Imp. But he will be down 50 villagers. 50 villagers down. Ghost Rider might be thinking he's going to be first up. Nope. Gonna have to defend the crap out of this. Gonna be thinking, oh god, how is he up? Chemistry, of course, can be researched in Castle Age for the Bohemians, so that's nearly complete as well. I think I did see those techs come in for, so we saw Fervor come in. Sanctity hasn't come in yet to help the Vils with HP, but Fervor's the bigger one. get those vills really moving around. 1.01, but of course handcart will help as well with movement speed. So, Ghost Rider's going to have a lot of res. He's going to have double the vills. Just going to need to repair this for as long as possible with the Ethiopians. And then if he can play his own trebs and treb this guy down, we're seeing masonry now, which is good, but going to need 7 vills per treb, and then there's also a bombard cannon out the back as well. So it's going to pretty quickly go up. It's going to need to be 10 vills repairing soon. It's going to need to be 15 vills, 20 vills are going to have to repair. Then there's the stone that is kind of running dry as well. Maybe it's just going to have to be your own bombard. I mean, if you can hold until we can get chemistry and then maybe get 4 or 5 bombard cannons out in the base, and then if the castle falls, it's okay because the push could stall at that point. But I am a little bit worried here. This castle is early torsion engines. I love this. Knowing that the castle may not last too long. Trying to get torsion engines and sneaking that in. He's going to have to buy stone. He's going to have to buy stone really, really. Like, this is serious now. Stone is needed. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Torsion engine's going to get denied. Oh, God. Oh, it gets in. It gets in. Just. And the castle goes down. That was critical. Critical that torsion engines got in there. Hand cannoneers are out. But torsion engine, bombard cannons or onagers will be okay. And they could, if not hold, at least... sorry, if not push this back, they can at least hold this. But there's a few hand cannoneers out now. And there's another castle coming in. Alright, now. That is problem time. That is a problem. This is a serious push. This is a big, big push. Architecture coming in now. 70 builds to 140. Seeing crossbows, which I like. Of course, Ethiopians do love their arbs. Ghost Rider's got plenty of res. Chemistry is in, which is important. Mangonel gets a nice big... Oh, Mangonel's going to be handy here. And of course, it is siege workshop units, which means the Mangonel is impacted by this, by torsion engines. So that's going to get nice blast radius, 1.45 tiles on this, which is great. This could be an area where he could hold, and we're seeing bombard cannons come out as well now. So if you look at the blast radius on this, 0.95, and on the Bohemian one, it's 0.5. It's a massive difference in blast radius. And this is all in here. It's all about these siege weapons. How well can they do? Lots of bombard cannons out for the Bohemians. The ram is kind of gets thrown away. But if Ghost Rider can just get the mass of bombard cannons before Hoofnitsa comes in for the Bohemians, he should be able to hold with purely bombard cannon. That has to be what is prioritized here. Where are the workshops? There's a workshop here and here. If the bombard cannons can get in, they will do the job. It's got 145 vills. But the pressure on the front is ridiculous. He doesn't have relics. Doesn't have map control. Siege engineers, not in yet. And not in yet on either side. Thumbering now coming in. Braces in as well, which is good. There's that blast width coming into play for the Ethiopians. Have to take this timing advantage. If Zero ever is able to research Hoofnitsa, there will be some problems. Which is expensive, but he is able to market his way into it. But right now, it's advantage Ethiopians. And there is Siege Engineers. I was about to say, he's got the res for it. There's no gold cost on Siege Engineers. So that +1 range will be massive. This is great for Ghost Rider. I feel like he's slowly starting to hold this now. The army has kind of run away. There's still crossbows here. Crossbows need to engage on the hand cannoneers. Jeez, those Hussite wagons sound angry. But they are firing away. Trying to take down some walls. That's a lot of Hussite wagons. That is a lot of Hussite wagons. Where are the bombard cannons? The bombard cannons will melt these. Jeez, they're pretty much one-shotting them. They go down very quickly. As long as the bombard cannons are there, the Hussite wagons have to run. Sure enough, they back away. It's just about taking down this castle. That is the current issue for Ghost Rider. As Zero will be able to slowly take this res. He's getting the Vil count up. He's been 2 TC the whole time. Does need to replenish his lumber camps. But other than that, his eco's kind of figuring itself out. I'd love for him to come out and take a few more stones around the map. Drop some town centers. Prevent any potential raids coming his way. More Hussite wagons in production. 190 pop to 120. Ghost Rider feels like he's in an alright position. Needs a couple of houses to max pop himself. But he's also just still stuck in the base. And the big thing that I haven't mentioned yet, he's got no gold. 0 gold. Castle drops, but these soon to be 9 bombard cannons and 36 crossbow have to get him back on gold. Because if it doesn't, well, he's got no gold to replenish this army. This is it. He has to push this back, and I feel like he's going to. Big hit. Okay, so now Ghost Rider needs to get back. 101 on wood from, yeah, well, there's nowhere else to send it, Finchy. This is it. There's no gold. There's no, like, there's this. This is it. Has to come forward and has to try and take some map control now. He's close to another castle. And clearing this range and being able to drop a castle here, marketing his way into a castle, is probably a good route. 170 vils, and oh god, where's the delete? Where did they die? They got sacrificed on the wood line here. Lots of crossbows. No ARB upgrade, can't afford it. I mean, could afford it if he just cancelled some of the crossbows, but this game is chaos at the moment. Oh, hand cannoneers are gonna find the workshops because there's an outpost. There's an outpost here. And it's gonna help out Ghost Rider's Vil position, actually. The Vil position is gonna be sorted out for him. Need to clear this. Sell, and there is the ARB upgrade, which is good. Down goes the range, and I feel like, yeah, I'd love a castle. But this feels good now for Ghost Rider. I feel like he has managed to... Well, not I feel like. He definitely has held on. Hoofneat's upgrade should get denied here. It needs to get denied. Does Ghost Rider realize that it's being... Well, he doesn't realize it's being researched here, but he just needs to take this down. Yeah, it's enough. It's been cancelled, actually. He's figured that it's being researched here, and he's going to go do it from home now. Alright. So, everyone can relax a little bit, but now Ghost Rider is in a winning position, I think. 200 pop. Time to fight. Bombard cannons are there. With siege engineers, with torsion engines. And on this side, we're waiting another minute and a bit before Hoofneats comes in. There's going to be ARB bombard cannon against Hoofneats Skirm. Look how quickly that goes down when you got all those bombard cannons out. Jeez, torsion engines is quite good, hey? Blast radius almost takes out the house next to it. Time to focus the castle. This should disappear. This castle should absolutely disappear. Hoofneats is nearly in. Oh, the Hussite wagon just getting wrecked. But then Hoofneats, there it is. 90 HP versus 80. So plus 10 HP, plus 10 attack, plus 2 armor as well. There may even be some bonus damage differences in there too. Yeah, it looks like there's a bit more damage against buildings. So yeah, these guys are strong. They're good for a reason. Fortified wall now. Is he going to finish the walls off? I'd like to maybe see the walls just get completed. Castle up around the sides, which is good. Now starting to take some extra stones, which is important for Ghost Rider. He just has to keep fighting. Keep fighting. Get the upgrades now. Look how much food's on hand. Can delete more vills. Go back to maybe 125. The monks get flattened. I think you can even fight this. Even though it's skirms, it's probably still worth fighting. He's got such a big queue. There's a big queue in play. Bombard Cannon v Hoofneats. Blast radius versus just the outright better units. Zero's not going to back away from this just yet. Time to take down Castle goes. Castle's gone. 100 light cav would be... 100 light cav would do very well. So yeah, that's the other idea, right? 6,000 food. You consider that potential switch into your light cav. Actually, you get Hussar. You get Hussar. So even preparing that could be a thought. But I don't mind the idea of just playing down this route. Maybe once you see an over-investment in skirms. It looks like the hand cannoneer play is stopping. So once there's a lot of skirms and you notice the skirms, maybe that's the time where it'll be like, I need to go for the light. Oh my god, that is a lot of dead hand cannoneers. They just got flattened. Can't take that stone though. That stone is not going to work right now. Needs to try to find a time to add a castle then. You can see now. Yeah, you can't add a castle here. Too many Hoofneats. Castle here is nice. Protect this stone so then he can creep forward again. And now Zero's out of gold and stone. Oh, there's a little bit of stone actually in the back. He's out of gold in his base, so he has to come forward. Out of gold entirely. Where's the queue? The queue's gone. The Ethiopians. The queue is gone. The buildings are going to start dropping. Stable switch could be an idea, or just, I mean, at this point, just need to produce. Need to keep producing. Need to stay at 200 pop. Oh boy. I've got a feeling that we're starting to see the beauty of the Bohemians here. Has Ghost Rider missed his window, and now the Hoofneats are going to be able to maybe be too good? This is the reason the Bohemians are maybe the best civ on Arena at the moment. But once you get to this stage of the game, an Arena can be really campy. But if you get to late game, Bohemians have also got the relics. The Hoofneats will dominate. And Zero might be pushing this back. Oh, flattened. The ARBs have been deleted. Absolutely deleted. He's prepping. He's prepping the switch, expecting that there might be that Hussar play. He's thinking about his own halbs. I don't think you're playing... I mean, you could play champions. But I'd be surprised if the armor was for champion. There's going to be... That was going to be a halb upgrade. And yeah, Ghost Rider's out of res. All that food, it's disappeared. Sold a lot of it for gold, but now Zero's at a point where he is about to be pop capped with the Bohemians, and I think now the Bohemians are just a better Civ. Bohemians are just better now. The window was missed. How do you stop this now? Yeah, these arbs will go down to the skirms. And anything from the hoofneats will, again, just destroy the arbs. Look how many, there's six hoofneats here, and this castle goes down. There's not enough to repair this. Castle will drop. Yeah, castle's gone. That's not surviving. And then the next castle will be in the firing line. The workshops will be in the firing line. And oh my days. Ghost Rider, you were not wrong. This has been quite a game. And it feels like it's going to go the way of the Bohemians. Back at home, Woodlines are still okay here. Woodlines are a little bit worse here and a lot worse on that side. But the skirms, said at the start, who've nicked skirm for the Bohemians. What do you do with the Ethiopians? You don't get that final armor on the Cav, even though they are Hussars. Just enough skirms will do the job, but it's just going to be Ethiopian skirms as well, with, I imagine, worse bombard cannons. Actually, what is the blast radius on a hoofneat? So it's 0.7. So it makes up for some of the gap that you get with torsion engines. And yeah, now the castle's back. He's back going to try and put the pressure on the Ethiopian player. As long as he doesn't lose the castle to any bombard cannon, which he doesn't. If this castle goes up, puts a bit more pressure on, stone is safe. The gold is kind of under control, and there is nothing else for Ghost Rider. He is no relics, no gold income. No relics, no gold income versus 4 relics and a bunch of stone still, a lot more gold on hand, and still some gold he can take on the side here. It's going to be 2-0 very, very soon. We're seeing Wagenberg tactics to get the speed on the gunpowder units so they can go a little bit faster. And GG surely, well, I'm sure it'll happen. One last attempt perhaps. But the gold's not even there to upgrade into Hussar right now. Light cab upgrades there, husbandry can come in, but fully upgrading the rest of this is, it's not going to happen. He can grab the relic. I mean, the relic would have been nice to bring in. 4k gold from the relics. Next castle will drop. Sneaking in torsion engines from that castle on the front that went down 10 seconds after. That was almost the match-winning play in the end. It almost won Ghost Rider the game. Such good... Oh, that's flattened. They've been flattened. Such good awareness to prioritize that right then. Going, this castle's going to go. Can't get anything else. Not going to try and get a treb out. Has to be torsion engines here. And he managed to push it all back. He just missed the window to go with something else, and you can see here only 1 armor. Skirms will just shred. Just need to wait until there's about 50 light cab now, but 50 light cab and needs to get that last armor in. Throwing him in like this is not going to work. next castle again. Just protecting the gold. All the foxes. There's a couple of foxes out here, you know. 70 gold. You take what you can get, right? Res on the map. There's not a lot left. And Zero is confident enough. He's even going to add hand cannoneers back into the mix. He's going to prep the Halbs for when the light cav come around, and then the Halbs will stop any of these raids. There's no opening. Oh, there is an opening, actually, but pretty hard to break in through there. There's not been an overchop from the wood lines or anything, so... Even Siege Ram, I love the idea, or Cap Ram, sorry. I like the idea, but as long as the player with the Hoofneats is paying attention, that should get stopped as well. Zero needs to push, though. You know, you're at 200 pop, you have to fight. You're at 200 pop with a Q and res on hand, you have to fight. And enforce engagements. Find engagements to take. Because even if you're not trading perfectly, you've got res, you've got a Q, you're ready to fight in this moment. You have to go. And holy, you see how many skirms went down there. The Hoofneats get one shot away and everything just gets flattened. Try and balance out the eco a little bit, but market rates are awful now. There's the light cab, but there's pikes already here. Hand cannoneers can deal with these light cab anyway. Tempted Stonewall now. Of course, Vils can get more HP than that. Still never saw Sanctity from the Bohemians. But this feels like... Still there. This is done. This one is done. Ghost Rider is dropping in pop now. Yeah, Zero's got the pop, and even the hand cannoneer front line here. That's going to be hard to break. The Hoofneats are just very good. And now with the Halb. The Halb's not fully upgraded yet, but the Halbs are just going to be able to do too much damage. The Hoofneats will never die. Spear Skirm with your siege weapon behind at this point is the way to do this. If you're the Bohemians. And you get the job done. He's even getting some raids back here with the Halbs as well. Just gotta keep pushing. I mean, we're still here, still hiding. Feels like, you know, hiding under the castle a little bit. There could be some attempted raids out the sides. It's not completely seen, but you see a lumber camp. You know that there's something happening out here. I love the walls, though, you know, preparing for the game going a little bit longer. And the GG is called at this point. Zero goes up 2-0. Now that, you said it was quite a game, Ghost Rider. You're right. That was a great arena game. That went many directions. Went up, thought the push was going to work. Right. Then time for game number 3. Ghost Rider down 2-0 on his map, though. This is his map, and this is one of the best civs for a hybrid build in the game. He's going to be able to go for a really early dock here. He's going to, I imagine he's going to only leave 4 on food because of how quickly the food can come in with the deep fish. Yeah, straight to wood. Brilliant, brilliant build. This guy understands his hybrid builds. We did meet once on the ladder on the passage. And I did end up losing that game. So yes. So respect from me, clearly. I love my water maps. So does Ghost Rider. So yeah, he knows exactly what to do with a hybrid build here. And yeah, with the fish and with the Dravidians, you definitely only need the 4. You can definitely get away with only the 4. Because I think this is the fastest. This is even faster gathering than a deer, I believe. But at the very least, because you're getting it from second 1 and not having to take 1 sheep before you push in deer, it just means you can get away with 4. It's going to be 5 to woods. And then I imagine he's going to start thinking about... Yeah, you still have to force drop, which he's doing. But 4 to 5. 5 to wood, and then go to the dock. Probably with this fill. And he's going to go to food first. Just make sure it's all handy. And he's going to go to the dock to the side. Doesn't want to run into any issues there. Seeing the Javelina come in for Zero here. On the other side with the Mongols. Now, the Mongols have got the potential to go no dock, I think. Because of how quickly you bring in the hunt. I'm surprised he's not luring the deer. Wait, not that one. That one. I'm surprised the deer aren't being lured. He could mill and then take the deer without needing... Like, mill the berries and take the deer. But it is a little bit surprising. They could go for a no-dock, fast scout and try to put the pressure on. But Ghost Rider's going to get the dock down and he's just going to run back with the Vil. Just going to decide, you know what, no need to. Don't need to be there with 1 Vil. Waste the time. Get the dock down, come back and do some work. Looks like he's just going to fish. Still the last Javelina to take for Ghost Rider as well. And there is that mill that will obviously be required before clicking up. Zero's currently got 3 Vils queued. Should be able to click up 18 plus Loom, which is perhaps a touch slower than you can do with the Mongols. But he's going to do it with no... He's going to do it without any dock. The Mongols are a civ that can do 18 plus Loom with a dock and 3 fishing ships. Because of how quickly the food comes in. With the food being so fast. You can definitely do, especially now he's on 19. 19 pretty much every civ can do. And Ghost Rider is actually going to have the barracks out. I don't know if he's going to go to gold here. He's got 3 on gold. He's going to go to gold here. Yeah, this is smart. This is smooth. This is a 19 plus Loom build. 2 fishing ships. And it's going to have Man-at-Arms behind it. I hope. I hope it's got Man-at-Arms behind it. One of my absolute favourite builds at the moment. To go with Man-at-Arms. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I've completely misread this from Ciro. Ciro's trying to fast castle with the Mongols. That's why the uptime is so late. He's up on 22 Vils. He's trying to get straight into probably Step Lancers at home. He's kind of walled up not too badly. But he is letting Ghost Rider have all the map control. As, yeah, our Dravidian player here, he's going to be able to just walk straight across the middle. He knows there's no dock. Man-at-Arms are going to come in, but what is this going to result in? Mongols will have the food. They'll have the... they should have the gold. They'll have the wood to be able to drop what they need to drop. I think he should build a barracks now. He's going to have the wood to go... should want to be able to go stable blacksmith behind this. Or range blacksmith if he wants to go cav archers. Yeah, I think he... Yeah, there's the barracks. Barracks is worth getting. And now there's some troubles, right? He's going to have to wall this. How quickly can the walls come in? Uh-oh, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Oh, it just gets the house down in time. Okay, so the food is there. It's going to have to literally wall to the town center here. Cannot allow a break-in. Scout goes down for the Mongols. For Zero as Ghost Rider comes in. There is the stable. And there's the blacksmith. This game is going to continue. It's going to be more man-at-arms from Ghost Rider. He's just going to keep pumping them out. I love this. He's got archers behind this as well. But I love that he's going to keep pumping out the man-at-arms. Keep putting the pressure on the buildings. No arson yet. Maybe that could be thought about. 6 man-at-arms going to try and break through buildings. There's going to be stone walls behind this as well. There is arson. Oh, he's all over it here. Gold will be in very soon. The buildings are up. So Zero's going to be able to click. But will he be able to hold on to this house? Will he be able to get to the castle age and make the unit that he wants to make? Which is going to have to be steppies now. Ghost Rider gives up on the house. And he comes back to the house. 6 man-at-arms with arson. And now a tower. This house is dropping. The house is dropping. There's 3 vills repairing. The house is going down. There is a tower in a position where I don't think you want a tower. The house has got 5 vills repairing and it is holding. It is holding with 5 vills repairing just. There has to be another one coming in potentially. Now there's an archer here as well. I think Ghost Rider's going to break this. The house is slowly dropping. There has to be a 6th vill trying to repair. There's no space to repair. There's no space. Only 5 can repair. Can the tower go up in time? And there's archers here now. Scouts are not really coming in for Zero. I don't think this is going to work. The house is under 100 HP. He has to rush down the watchtower. And I think the house will drop. And once the house drops... Oh god, it's still hanging on. It's ever so slightly hanging on. And wow. What a hold. Zero will make it to the castle age. He will hold on. Now he's got a watchtower in an awkward position. He has to stonewall this. And this has to be in super quickly here. There's still 2 wall pieces that haven't been touched yet. There's still one. Okay, there we go. The wall pieces are in on this side now. But Ghost Rider's going to be up just behind. He's only going to be 2 minutes behind. He's got 10 extra eco units. And now Zero's going to make step lancers with what economy? 4 farmers. And he just taps out. He just taps out. He realizes that he's just got no eco here. No eco at all. And Ghost Rider, in what was a 15-minute game, gets on the board and keeps his chances of winning this feudal bracket alive. Now that was a fun game. Short game, but I love the build. Smooth to get up. Immediate pressure, and just did not let the Mongol player do what they wanted to do. He wanted to try the fast castle. No dock. Couldn't get it to work. 2 fishing ships helping out with the eco. Look at that. 1,000 res collected against extra against the Mongols. This could have been long swords pretty quickly. Workshop can go on the hill here, or here can pressure the watchtower from the hill. Zero was absolutely dead. Absolutely dead. Ghost Rider makes it 2-1. Now the pressure is on for Zero. This is his second home map choice, which means if he doesn't win it, we do go to what Ghost Rider picked second, which would be Lookout. So can Zero wrap this bracket up in this game and win it 3-1? We're on 4 lakes. We've got 2 good civs as far as hybrid builds go. 2 civs that I think have some nice game styles that can counter the other. So, the Italians are a great archer civ. And the Wu get access to their anti-archer Jan Swordsman in Castle Age. And then you have a case where the Wu actually gets some decent cav. The Haguan cav, you get fully upgraded heavy Haguan cav. So Blast Furnace is there and Plate Barding Armor's there. And you also get +2 attack in him. But then the Italians have got their unique unit, the Genoese Crossbow. Extra damage against cavalry. And then the Kondo doing damage against gunpowder. Not as useful, I think. I don't know if that counts against traction traps. Probably not. Probably not. Not one that I've actually looked into to figure out. I assume not. But yes, this is a very interesting matchup. And of course, the 2 civs can fight on water. If we do get some of that battle as well. Where they've got some extra, extra help in the early game. So, extra food. And then the techs being cheaper, the fishing ships being cheaper, and advancing to the next stage being cheaper, meaning that the hybrid builds for both players will be smoother than the average. But anyway, let's see what we've got. We're seeing the Italians going to dock now. The Wu are already docking, which is quite nice. So Ghost Rider's going to be the first one to be able to pump out a fishing ship with the Wu. He's bringing in his first board now. Neither player went forward for any shenanigans. Just scouting around their base. Looking around. Zero was perhaps a touch late on the dock, given he's got enough for a fishing ship here. So Ghost Rider will be about half a fishing ship ahead. Relic situations. This is very gettable for Ghost Rider. So is this one, if we do get towards relics. And I'm going to say that these two are not as gettable for Zero. And then even that is, yeah, Ghost Rider's got a good spot with relics here if we get to that. I think his base... Well, you only get one wood line on this map, so it's one wood line, and that position of that wood line kind of determines a lot. And I guess he's going to maybe try some big walls around there eventually, like try to really hold on to that, so he can take those nicely. Meanwhile, for Zero, yeah, his base is a little bit more awkward. The berries kind of take away that stone, but that is the safest stone. But then these golds are yuck. They are not nice at all. I think getting to Castle Age, neither player's going to try a fast castle. They're both going up 19 plus loom, but you can see Ghost Rider's doing it with 2 more fishing ships and no idle time. So he's got his build down pat. Zero's going to go barracks here. I doubt there'll be man-at-arms. Probably just early archers. Is there going to be a barracks here yet for Ghost Rider? There's not. Of course, the Wu could do what the Dravidians did last game. He could have gone down the same route. Man-at-arms hybrid build. I like it with 20 vills. When you don't have, or when you do have a bonus, like the Wu, the Dravidians, even the Italians as well. More than, say, a civ that doesn't get a bonus, like a Vietnamese or something like that. If you don't have a Dark Age bonus, Koreans, even thinking just 21 Really make sure you get to the right spot there. And scouts will find each other. Ghost Rider's got to run. He did get that 9-second earlier up time, but he has to run. But yeah, I like 21, but both players are just going to play archers, I think. Be archers or skirms, be defensive, see how they go. And extra fishing ships now for Zero. Res collected in favour of the Woo because those fishing ships came out earlier. There's double bit axe, easy to forget double bit axe. And it'll be archers for both. And the walls are coming down, so I like this wall. This is an important wall, I think, because you want to prevent the sneak dock. Ghost Rider will know about it, and Zero actually doesn't know where Ghost Rider is. Which is interesting, right? So he's actually dropped the walls here without knowing the exact location of his opponent. But we'll have the vision everywhere with the Italians. Early town watch as well, making sure that there's no shenanigans. Although it'd be funny if he was already there. I think he may have just checked that. And on this side, 4 walls. But kind of open to a potential sneak around that side. But for now, it's not going to happen. Scouts will fight. Scouts could have taken that. Yeah. Ghost Rider could have taken that at the time. It was 2 hits for both. It would have been a 50-50. And Ghost Rider's actually going to be the first one up. He's chilling. He just needs to get the building. I imagine it's going to be the blacksmith. There it is. The blacksmith will be down. The res will be in. Couple of units. Castle Age. No fletching needed. Ooh, that's some inefficiencies there. Zero will clean this up. Archers with fletching. Ghost Rider's actually making a few more skirms. I don't think that's necessary. I think you should prioritize clicking up here. I think you can click up. Make a couple of archers, but click up. Don't spend the food. He's walled, right? That's what you want. You want to be walled. And here we go. He'll be up now. Maybe only costs him about 30 odd seconds. He'll be fine. He's in a good spot. That relic is very annoying. Blocking the minor inefficiencies. And yes, Zero will be up too. Italians can go up cheaper, so he's managed to go up only 15 seconds behind. And both players will take their second ponds as well. Sorry, is that stone walls? Those are stone walls. Zero is here all day. I imagine that means there'll be a town centre perhaps here. Actually, can't drop a town centre at the moment because of all the stone walls. Phil's found. First eco kill of the game. Oh, come on. These guys can't hit him. There we go. Very, very minor thing, but that wall should go to there. It's so small. Or it should actually just go to there. keep that gold a little bit safer, right? If we're stonewalling, we may as well just stonewall. Keep the gold actually safe. Because right now, it's still pressurable without needing to break the stone walls. Okay, how's the opening going to be in Castle Age? It's going to be a workshop. It's just going to be the ranged upgrades here. Zero's going to open with a knight. I think a double stable as well, by the way. So opening double stable knights. Both players have got 2 pawns, so they can kind of go for the aggression behind this, and they'll have the food eco behind this. Zero's added more fishing ships. Neither player has got fishing lines. I haven't seen it come in. It's one of those things that I'm keeping an eye on, but with that many fishing ships, you want to get fishing lines and gill nets. Especially at this point now where the carry capacity starts to matter. Early doors, early pond doors, like here, it doesn't matter as much. But as you start the distance, you want to turn that 15 into 25 with fishing lines and gill nets. So when they can afford it, they should try to get those upgrades. And there is a sneak dock. Oh, should get found. This should be found with Town Watch. This has not actually been spotted. Dock's going to go up, completely unwalled. Completely unwalled, unspotted, and now it's time to fight on water for the Woo, who will get careening for free, which is not going to matter that much, actually. Matter against the firing from the docks, and, oh, Ghost Rider's maybe gone a little bit too deep here. Maybe? No, he's going to be okay. There's only 1 armor in. There's enough crossbows. They can hide in there. Oh, they're missing their shots. This is the only action on the field right now, and Zero will, in fact, clean this up. A couple of missed volleys from the crossbow. Attacking perhaps the wrong knight, and up they go. Vil should die here. No, Vil shouldn't die. Scout should die. If the Vil attacks straight away, Scout goes down, but Vil will go down. 2 HP, Scout survives. Minor thing here as well, but this is a dock douche. So you can just garrison 5 fishing ships here and just fight this back. Monk out. Nice. Play, and there's fishing lines. But yeah, this is a dock douche. So you really should be... You really could be fighting this back. Get Bodkin Arrow. And just leave it. Leave 5 fishing ships garrison here. And you can pretty much win that war. Because what's more important here? You don't want to be making... You want to keep this for a while. Actually, no. There's nothing... Nothing's being produced out of here anyway. I love this. I don't know if this is deliberate or not, but I'd love if he was actually meaning to make fishing ships out of this pond. Yeah. And then keep some garrison and wins water that way. That would be an epic play. I'd love to see it. The sails there are glitching out a little bit. That's a little bit funny. It's all pretty quiet otherwise, as Ghost Rider's going to Imp on 47 Vils. No idle TC time. 25 minutes in. 0 minutes, 0 seconds idle time. 1 town center. He is flying along here. Imp will be in, and with it... Traction Trebs? Do you get Arb? You do get Arb. You don't get the last armor. Not as important in early in. He's got 2 wood lines. Expansion is tough. He may have to try to go to this wood line. Is that open? No way that's been open the whole time. That's open. No way. That's just open. And so is it's also open around here. What? Oh, it was open next to the dock. Hang on. Whoa. Oh, it's open here. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Disaster. Raids are gonna be devastating here. But there is the army. The crossbow will come around. The knights can come around. Devotion's actually, and I like that from Sierra. He knows that there's monks on the other side. And he's actually just going to clean them up and run out. You know what? Seven kills and get out of there. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, what is the plan for Ghost Rider now? He's going to be up. He doesn't have the stone for a castle. And there will be a castle back here. The Dock Douche is actually happening hilariously. It's not that it's doing any damage. It's got 9 pierce armor, so you're not actually doing any more than 1 damage a hit. And attempted to loop around thinking that he dragged the crossbow out of position. Not to be. Chemistry and Bracer are there. How's the push? Italians can click up now as well, and they've got a better eco. Zero's in a good spot. I saw he got fishing lines as well, which he needed. He could and should go for gill nets too. Crossbow soon to be Arb, I imagine. That will waltz its way forward. Now, the Italians with their archers, they get +1 armor anyway, but, yeah, you're not fighting like that. I don't know what Zero's plan is here, though. What's the army of choice? Is it going to be Cavalier? Is he... Nothing's really being upgraded. He is on the way to Imp, but he's not making anything at the moment. And from Ghost Rider's perspective... Well, there is the traction trap. I was going to say, he needs to make something to break buildings. Traction trap's on the way. He's also brought in that first relic from here. And he's probably going to try and chase down number 2. Yep. So we said earlier that he's got a very nice base regarding picking up relics. What's the plan now? So skirms. It's going to be skirms to defend for Zero, who should get broken into, and this is... Yeah. It's all stonewalled out there, so to come in here, it's going to have to be through this position. House will eventually go down, I think. Ville will go down. Traction Treb, there's only one of them, will waltz his way forward. And there we go, pressure's now on. What can Zero do in defense here? No ballistics yet. He's going to try Panic Castle. Fish traps. There's fish traps here. Those will go down. If Ghost Rider walks around, those fish traps will die. He's added too many fish in the one pond here. And so some of the fish traps drop, and the castle at the back of the base is a little bit awkward. He wanted to try the full fish boom out this pond. Not a big fan of that. He hasn't added any fish here. Like, if the last 5 of these, or 5 to 7 of these fishing ships... We're in this pond. No need to spend that 700 wood just yet. Here we are. Ghost Rider is under the pump. He's got knights. No Cavalier upgrade, though, or he's going to try and squeeze these arbs. Deletes the walls. What wins here? Fully armored knights, but not Cavalier. Up against these Arbalesters. Who's fighting? Who's not fighting? There's a couple of knights here not actually work. Oh, the knights aren't fighting. Some of the knights are not even attacking. 4 of the knights are not attacking. The Knights aren't attacking, they're on stand ground. And Zero taps out. And Ghost Rider gets this tie back to 2-2 from 2-0 down. And we're going to a deciding game. We are going to a decider. The one traction treb on the castle was doing the job. As these arbs were not dying, the eco situation had leveled up. And Ghost Rider on the 2 hybrid maps brings this back to 2-2. Very, very intriguing stuff here. It was a very passive early game from both. Couple of archers, try to get up to Castle Age, added their eco behind it. No one went forward, no one went ultra aggressive early. They got their walls up, didn't want to get, like, no sneak docks or anything. Even the one dock battle or the one time that both players docked the same pond, we didn't see any real army come out of them. Got to Imp and Ghost Rider was just better in Imp. Got the upgrades there first and yeah, we're at 2-2. We are finally at the end. We are at the final set of Division C in AoE Leagues for Season 15. It will be Ghost Rider and Zero. We're on lookout. We have got a Hindustanis versus Romans matchup. It's a 9-vil start. 6 of the vils started at the town centre. The other 3 start at the lookout, where there's a barracks, a watchtower, an army tent, and a mule cart. And the vils that are here can take some deer. They can take some gold. They can go to the wood line. Maybe they could sneak up some more production buildings and attack. And of course at home, you also get access to your outposts. Again, the other lookout idea here with the other way that the name lookout works. You do get to see the army coming in. You do often see militia, man-at-arms come in. They try to sneak around the sides. Early scout fight. Both players, the times that we've seen this map, tend to try to get to Feudal Age as quickly as you can. There's boars to take. There's, of course, food that you can take here as well. You do just want to get up as quickly as you can. I often see it around that 17, even 16 vil mark. Those that pick Lithuanians, which was an option here for Ghost Rider, can do it even quicker. They start with an extra 100 food, of course. And he attempts to take his boar, but has to bail. Oh, where's this vil walking? Oh, that's an unfortunate lure there for Ghost Rider. It's not the worst, but yeah, a little bit awkward. Early walls coming in over to the mill. The mill's actually not necessary to click up because you do start with a barracks, and once you get the lumber camp, you're good. And both players will be on the way up now. Actually, no, sorry. Not even the lumber camp is necessary because you start with a barracks and a mule cart, which is why on Capture Age here, it's not actually saying the building requirement because you start with the buildings. Because you start with the buildings, you just need the food and you can click up. And there's the militia for Zero. That's pretty expected. With the Romans, especially given you start with the barracks. No real reason not to go down that path. There's an angry brown bear to look at as well here. Militia are coming forward. They're going to walk underneath these outposts here. They're going to walk underneath the outpost, but can the quick walls come in time? This is the... Okay, here we go. Spotted. I reckon spotted. Yep. Walls are going to be in. Just. Got to keep tapping away at the gates. Build. Oh, the scout snuck in. Uh-oh. 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 Where's the scout? Scout's coming back for Ghost Rider now, but he's going to drop a Vil. No, yes, he is. He's going to drop a Vil, and the Man-at-Arms are in. This scout needs to go down, or it needs to block to help the Vils get away. Yeah, that's not the worst. You take some damage from the scout to try and keep the Vils alive. Yeah, that's worth it. That's alright. He's only lost one Vil. Scout will go back home. There's the range. Good in the end from Sierra. He got a kill with a Man-at-Arms. And back at home, he's chilling. So he is up. He's just up. He's got more res collected. Roman bonus. Doesn't have double bit yet. We're seeing double bit and horse collar now for the Romans. And no problems. Horse collar will get up. And the archer's here as well. More Man-at-Arms though. He's not stopping. He's just going to take down the mill. I mean, to be honest, you could have a go. You're so close to taking the mill down. From the Romans, I'd like to see the early infantry armor, given it's does double the effect. I assume a bunch of wood just went. I assume that there's a... No, it's just been on farms. Yeah, that's fair as well. As long as the wood's getting spent. I thought it may have been on a blacksmith, but yeah. To be honest, I'd still battle this down. It's just annoying at this point. You should kill it. You will kill it before the archers do any significant damage. Oh, Scout should die. Nah. Scout could die. Just backs away. Maybe just waiting for a few skirms to show up here as well. And the skirm will come in to the vision of that outpost. This gate that was half built is now now it's being attacked, and there we go. And there is that blacksmith, indeed. As we expected we'd see. I would like to see maybe, yeah, you take out what you can. So I wouldn't mind the outpost just being focused down now. Just get that out of the way. Just hides the incoming armies. Look at how the vision changes. Is Ghost Rider going to try and go out with these guys now? More skirms coming in. You can't really attack at the moment with the Romans on skirms. They can do Starnies on archers. Scout comes in. Scout is annoying, but now it's Man-at-Arms skirm. Oh, that's not walled. That's not walled, and that should just go down. I don't see how that doesn't go down here. Now there's problems for Ghost Rider. Maybe it was walled. It was. There is another tree just there. So it was in fact walled. But now there's a bit of trouble. Bills have to abandon this, maybe. Fletching's in as well. The armors are coming in for both the Man-at-Arms and the skirmishers. So this is nice damage for Sierra here. As long as he doesn't run under the TC. This is where Majesty take down the mill. And Ghost Rider would actually be out of wood. He does not have wood for a lumber camp at the moment. He has the long distance wood. There's no market. He has to either long distance wood or get these guys over. brown bear trying to get in on the action. This is brutal for Ghost Rider. Oh, this is awful. This is awful for Ghost Rider. And for Zero, he'd be absolutely loving this if he knew the inefficiencies that he's causing. And he's just able to stick around, take out outposts, take out houses, just harass with the skirms. He didn't have double bid axe, but it's not too big of an issue. He's still in a great position here. He has caused so many problems for Ghost Rider, who's now dropping a lumber camp. He's up 1,000 res collected. Back at home, he's got some walls up that are a little bit all over the place, but you know, the walls are up. It doesn't really matter when you're playing the game at your opponent's base. That's what you need. You need to play the game. Oh, look at how many villas are walking over now. Walking over here. Ghost Rider doesn't have the skirm mass either. And he can't engage. He doesn't have armor, which means that the skirms for Zero do the job. He doesn't even need the man-at-arms to attack either. He's just got the skirms that do what he needs to do. And look at how quickly they go down. The blocking from the skirms so the man-at-arms can get in. Just harassing, making sure this can't now get walled up at all. Skirms can definitely take this with the archers in there. He's got, because of that armor, he's got the upgrade advantage, let alone the unit advantage. Lumber camp, I mean, this is not a Matza lumber camp rush, but at this rate, with the wood situation for Ghost Rider, taking down the lumber camp is very, very nice. And he is in a lot of trouble. And Zero, this pressure is immense. He could maybe even, yeah, going for the range now as well. I mean, just take what's in front of you. It's a good spot to be in. And just sort out the eco behind this. Tap away at the buildings that you do see. Ghost Rider will be on the way to the Castle Age first. He'll have about a 1 minute advantage. Once Wheelbarrow is done for Zero, he will be able to click up behind this. 5 Roman man-at-arms are just tapping away at buildings. The skirms are there in support, making sure that no archers can really get in. And this is really nice. Zero's in a great spot. Zero can harass. He'd be feeling really good. He might be a little bit upset that Ghost Rider will hit Castle Age first. Maybe at that point is when he has to back off and he's preparing a switch into Knights. So don't... it's a hard one. It's always hard to play Cav against the Hindustanis when their camels are so good. Because they attack faster. They attack 20% faster. And of course, late game, they get access to Imp Camel. So it's very natural to see the Hindustanis play the camels. But with some armor, maybe some knights could be quite good. We're seeing double stable. The other thing is, though, you got to remember, Ghost Rider is not prepared. He's not prepared to switch into camels. So his defense for double armored knights is the crossbow mass that he is lining up at the moment. Hindustanis don't get ARB. So this crossbow mass doesn't scale beyond this mid-castle age. And the workshop, I mean, Zero's going to be able to push this back. We're seeing forging, which is okay because I guess it was on the way before, or it is before Castle Age is in. So forging's okay now. Armor straight away once he's up, and maybe even husbandry pretty quickly as well. Get the knights being pumped out. We got double stable, which is nice. If you can hide the stables, that would have been even better, but they're not spotted yet. Especially as, if you look this way, he's in vision. You can't hide. You haven't come forward. Ghost Rider hasn't come to this base yet. So, yeah, he's chilling. Zero can just relocate his skirms and he can find it all. He can just go back and forth. He's actually he's upgrading into everything here. This is maybe one downside. Going longswords, elite skirm, and knights. Probably didn't need to go down the path of all 3 upgrades here. Probably should have prioritized the second armor on the knights before the longsword upgrade, given there were 2 stables drop, but it's still going to be fine. With the skirms here as well, this army will get cleaned up pretty quickly. And suddenly I feel like if you're Ghost Rider, you got to start thinking, what am I doing against knights? He's got knights out there. Are there any plans to stop that? Crossbow will go down now. Next lot will come forward, but there's already a skirm here. Longswords are there too. Perhaps this could have been, instead of double stable armor, it could have been squires and second infantry armor, which are of course really good. But it is going to be the second armor now for Zero, which is good. Needs to start producing the knights, and he'll be able to clean up what's here. If he plays down the knight line stronger, he'll be fine, and he will eventually overwhelm this. Knights and skirms. Oh, big hit. Mangonel. Down goes the outpost. Zero's running around. He's adding a second town center. A little bit forward as well. Trying to control some more gold. Of course, he's got a lot of gold back here he can use. Maybe try and take some stone there, or a forward spot somewhere else. Maybe even this spot could be quite nice as well. Of course, there is that barracks there, which is handy. And now I think we're gonna see camels. Ghost Rider's gonna look towards the camels there. That's why the armor is coming in here. Hindustanis do not get the knight line at all, so they need to play down the camel line. Zero is going to be up a great amount. Bill counts are level. Army counts are similar. Ghost Rider will actually be able to click Imp very soon. Just needs a building to click Imp in. Sorry, needs another Castle Age building and then the rest of the food. I don't know if it's right with this much army just hanging around. He probably needs to pump out the camels. But it is an option. And actually, oh my god, I completely missed this. 4 longswords have come around the side. They've actually opened the gate. They've opened things up, opened the walls up. Ghost Rider needs camels, and fast. Town center. I don't mind the town center either. And there's the camels. Knights should not be able to fight this. No, he's going to run. He's going to run. There's not enough knights. Not with the crossbow also there. There's actually, the camel numbers are quite good. When Ghost Rider spends that res, I think that's the right way to do it. Imp would have been way too greedy at this point. And now, how about this from Zero? He has started the outpost rush. And, oh, Zero's now going barracks. Barracks everywhere. There is not a lot that is more fun, in my eyes, than infantry spam. I don't play with the Goths that often. And maybe because when I do, my opponent expects the infantry spam and I kind of get done by it. But like, infantry spam, 3, 4, 5 barracks, and just pumping them out when your opponent is not set up to deal with it. And in this case, even the crossbows don't do as much damage because of the +4 armor. It's just so much fun. It is a whole heap of fun. Squires now, which is handy. Romans don't get arson, which is unfortunate, but the rest of the upgrades will be in. Feels like there's just going to be one big fight here. 57 army to 47. Who's got the better armies? A couple of monks to help convert some camels as well. Ghost Rider's going to force the issue now. He's going to try and force the issue, and he quickly realizes that with the monks... I don't know who wins this fight. This is a massive fight coming in here. Oh my god. We've got over 100 army here. They've kind of just both waited for a moment. And we've got longswords and knights, pretty much all the upgrades in, and a couple of skirms behind as well. And then there's a lot of crossbow and a lot of camels. And this game is probably going to be decided based on who wins this fight. There's so many longswords. So many longswords, and I feel like... Oh no, what's it going to be? Who's going to engage, and how are they going to engage? There's 30 longswords. There's 30 longswords. If Zero wants to take this and he doesn't get squashed by the mangonels, I love the longswords here. Okay, they're coming in. This is it. This is the moment. The game is decided on this. The knights go for the mangonels. The longswords go for the crossbow. The skirms try to go for the crossbow. The camels need to clean up the knights, and there's monks in there as well. I think there's too much for red. You're seeing the Hindustani army dwindle away, and Zero is going to clean it all up. The crossbows are still there, but now they have to get pushed back. The camels do not make it. And now... all that for one relic, by the way. And Zero is going to take this tie. He is going to be the winner of the feudal bracket here. And wow, the longsword spam. It's just too much. It's too much. And there it is. Ghost Rider taps out. 0-3-2. What a fun set that was. What a way to end the set. What a way to end the tournament. A massive, massive fight at the end. 100 army plus in there at the end. And the Roman longswords with +5 pierce armor, or 5 pierce armor, +4. Just tanked enough. And then were able to break through at the end. Look at how the army numbers just dwindled. What a big fight. What a big, big fight that was. I love the way that that ended. You can just have a look at how these two were just dancing around for a minute. Thinking, what's it going to be? Which way is it going to be? Let's have a look at the full counts here. There's so much army here. We've got 44 plus 15 plus 1. 60 army on this side. We got 56 army on this side. And that's how it just ends, this fight. Just, wow. Even a couple more get added to the fight here. There was so much in here. And then, yeah. Look at how quickly that switched. The camels just died. The longswords tanked enough. 10 of them went down. There was still more. Were there conversions as well? Yeah, 2 conversions. So 2 Roman camels joined the fight for 0. And yeah, he wraps it up in the end. He gets the job done. And that concludes Division C of AoE Leagues for Season 15. What a great time I have had. We got to watch some great Age of Empires over the last month and a half. If I switch over to this, we can have a look and see everything that happened during the tournament. I've obviously not been able to show this a lot because there were always sets that had been played that I hadn't cast, but there is the entire bracket of everything, every match that got played. A couple of disqualifications in there as well at points. So Spaz the Adventurer, that didn't happen. He played 2 sets and then tapped out. And also the semi-final here. Char had the admin loss in the feudal bracket semi-finals. But what a fun time we had. There it all was. So well done to everyone. You know, I really enjoyed watching all these players. I hadn't had any communication with anyone here except for Cha-Cha, who's of course Australian. But the rest of them, everyone else was all brand new contacts to me, which was great. Some great players. Everyone that's come in and joined and followed along. I hope you've enjoyed the tournament. Congratulations, of course, to J Skills for taking out the Imperial Bracket Grand Final. Well done to Willix as well. We got so close. Played very well in the early game as well. Of course, there's a few more scores on this side because these guys played an extra set. So both Ludo, Lakintha, Willix, J Skills making that top 4. Top 2 in each group. Did very, very well. Everyone got at least one win. Even those that genuinely only got one win. It's all good. It happens. Everyone was competitive, which was great. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed this tournament. Really enjoyed the different maps that were on show. And thank you to, of course, all the organisers that do everything here as well. They've done a great job. So thank you to them. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Hopefully I'm back for season 16. But until then, thank you very much, everyone.